John?
You are live.
And how much time? Give me 3, 2, 1.
You're live.
Oh. And good evening, Bobcat Nation. Welcome to another edition of the Bobcat Blitz. For today, we are coming to you live from the preserve. We've got double headers in softball. We'll call it a double header in baseball. We got JV varsity back-to-back. There's even tennis out here. This is the most on-court, on-field, scene I have ever seen, John. Beautiful night out here. I want to thank y'all for coming out tonight and enjoying the show. Back at our Zoom studio, of course, as always, Mr. John Rawlings. John,
hey, how's it going, Sean?
How are we sounding? We didn't get sound check yet.
Yeah, you're doing you sound great.
I sound great. I got a big mouth. My guest here is pretty nice, so I don't know if you're going to hear it now. I've got Miss Beachy here. Miss Beachy, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to...
Sure. Hey, everybody. My name is Marquita Beachy. I am the current Booster Club president here at Northport High School, and I have a son. His name is Steven. He's on the JV team. He's playing in one of those games right now. I'm just really excited to be here today.
And how long has your son played for our high school program?
2 years. He's a sophomore this year. Yep.
Were you part of the Boosters?
I was part of Boosters last year. Yep.
So you were a freshman parent booster.
Absolutely.
That is fantastic. You don't see too many of those off anymore.
Just jumped right on in.
Were you, I'm guessing he did Little League?
Yep, absolutely. Little League over at Atwater for several years, all the way through juniors. So just can't get enough.
So you've been a baseball mom?
Long time.
Since day one?
Day one.
Well, how are you liking it?
I love it. It's fantastic. I'm really glad that I can continue to help. I volunteered heavily in the Little League program, and to be able to continue to do that here at the high school program is absolutely fantastic.
So you took over from the previous president this year?
Yes, I did.
Was it a little challenging there?
It was a little challenging only because, there's a lot of ins and outs that you don't know, and but so kind of trial by fire, but I have a great support team with the boosters we have and the parents that we have and our coaches here, so it's going to be a good end of the year.
And you'll be in it for at least 2 more years.
Absolutely.
Well, assuming the
I've got other kids coming through the program, for sure.
You got a long haul here.
Got a long haul.
So, John, we have a parent who's eagerly on the booster program at a young grade level. It's not like a last second senior, junior, please come on board kind of thing. This is nice to see.
That is fantastic. We've always needed booster parents to come on early, and early and often.
That's for sure. And we're always looking for help. So if any of our baseball parents who are watching this want to come and help us, we would absolutely love it. We've got a lot of big things planned for the end of the year and definitely going into next season as well.
Fantastic.
How often do you all meet as a group, like hour-wise, for the parents listening?
We have a monthly, we meet once a month, usually at Wings and Rings. I guess that's a plug. For about an hour, we have a great time. We talk about what we can do to help the program, and it's just a great opportunity for us to help our kids and help the coaches and help just make this program as good as it can be.
Excellent. So, as a parent, you have to be both a bigger picture for the team versus your student.
Yep.
Does that ever bump into any?
So far it hasn't. It's just I let the coaches do the thing with my kid, and I'm just there cheering on his mom, and then take care of business on the other side. So they don't mix too much right now.
What does he play out there in the field?
He's a center fielder.
Oh,
yes.
That's fast then.
He's super fast.
Fastest kid on the
That's right.
How's he doing with the JV level and bouncing school and social?
Really great. Steven is actually new to this. Steven's in the ACE program here at Northport High School, so he's got a 5.0 GPA. Doing JV, you know how it is. All the sports parents know for sure. Nonstop, and he's surviving pretty well. So I'm pretty proud for him.
Does sport make him stay focused to get those grades?
I think it helps. I mean, there's really no downtime. So either it's school, baseball. So, yeah, he stays pretty focused.
John, we've had that theme all year long, how doing the athletics and the academics, how the two of them make them go hand in hand. Like, you have to be disciplined in both. And it makes you wonder how many kids are on the team that aren't strong. And in the old days, I'm an old guy. The old days, it was knuckleheads and goofballs.
Oh, yeah. It's not like that anymore.
It really has changed.
A lot of these boys have excellent grades. They're working really hard. They're volunteering. They've got jobs. A lot of them are now getting their driver's license, so they're even more responsible. So they've got a lot on their plate at a younger age.
They get that insurance bump for the good grades.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Don't know if it's not much anymore. It used to be a lot.
Not much at all, because it still costs. We just added Steven onto our insurance, and that was pretty painful.
I understand. Oh my gosh. So how are you liking having the JV varsity back to back?
It's always exciting because it's a great opportunity for. It's nice when the JV, the varsity kids can come out here, support the JV program. Vice versa, when that's able to do, the boys will stay afterwards sometimes and watch the varsity, see what they're doing, see what it takes to get to the next level in the next baseball season. So it's always a lot of fun.
The other sports like soccer, basketball, they're all JV varsity together.
Yes.
So
yes.
I think I've seen JV one time the whole season.
Yeah, so these double headers are a nice opportunity for the whole program to be together. But there's times where JV kids will go to the varsity games and varsity kids will come to, if they have that off moment, to help support their fellow teammates.
And your JV games usually are 7 o'clock?
Usually we get a lot of 4 o'clocks.
Oh, so then that's
like right after school. So then pretty much.
That's not a problem holding us back. We could have more of these.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Sure can. I think it would be great.
Petition the coaches. I mean,
absolutely.
You can take one big bus with both teams.
Exactly, and they have a couple times this year. They've gone on trips together to some of our away games.
We'll see if we can make that happen. I've never announced a JV game because I'm still working.
Right. So. Well, we would love to have you if you ever have the time, for sure.
Yeah. So we're gonna have later on in our show, not today, but later on in May, I have a student who I was able to finally convince to do announcing.
Oh, great!
He's a senior this year. He did the girls basketball.
That's fantastic.
And I have been for years.
Yeah.
Trying to get.
We're always looking for something. The JV program is trying to kind of catch up to varsity a little bit. You know, we've added music. We're trying to find an announcer. We're trying to give our fans and parents the same experience with both teams.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
So tonight, what's going on tonight? We have Evangelical.
Our JV team right now is playing Evangelical Church right now. I don't know what the score is at the moment, and then our varsity team will play their varsity team here at 7 o'clock.
And I'm seeing the vendors are starting to come out.
Yes. We have. Oh my goodness, I'm blanking.
Grumpy's hot dogs and donuts envy.
The donut. Envy, unfortunately, we won't have donuts this evening, but the Grumpy hot dog is delicious, and so that's another reason to come on out if you're not here already, to come out for the varsity game as well.
Do you like not having to sit behind a hot dog stand and pizza?
It's a great addition. Actually, and also for the JV games, we've been doing empanadas lately, which
I saw the $2.
They are delicious. Oh my goodness.
I missed that game.
Yes, well, she'll be back, so don't worry.
Try to make some cheese ones too.
Oh, absolutely.
The chicken, the beef, and the cheese. They're like $2, $2.50.
Yeah, can't beat it.
That's
great food.
Deal.
Can't beat it.
Well, one more time, tell your families interested in wanting to come out here. How can they get hold of you? What are we looking for?
Oh, sure. Please follow the Cats Baseball Club Facebook page. We are really good about posting all the information, upcoming games, upcoming events. Things you want to know. We run during the summer. We run programs for the youth, the kids that are not quite in high school yet. We do summer camps and other programs. So just follow us on Facebook, and we would love to get more participation anywhere we can.
That's awesome. It's nice to meet you finally.
Nice to meet you as well, finally.
By the way, guys, you can see the games for free.
Yes.
On your Facebook page.
That's correct. Cats Baseball Club.
So it's a great service. I actually catch the scores that way when I'm at home at night.
Yes, absolutely.
So. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
Thank you.
John, I've got a little guest interview here out of nowhere. Come on in. This side here, Josh.
Fantastic.
Come on in. All right. So, John, you might not know this young man. Josh, go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody.
My name is Josh Dorfeld, and I play baseball here.
And that's great. What historic thing happened to you last week? Ball's a different city next year.
Oh yeah, I committed to Polk State.
And where's that at?
It's up in Winter Haven.
There we go. All right. Yeah, we'll get back to about that. John, he got signed. He's going to Polk State, Winter Haven. I know Winter Haven very well. My grandparents are from there. My great grandparents. Cool. Yeah, I used to learn to drive going from Sarasota to Winter Haven because the back roads.
Oh yeah.
This is back in the old days. There's nobody out there. That city's gotten bigger.
Yeah, it's pretty busy now.
They used to have Cypress Gardens out there. I think Legoland is there now. Yeah, something like that. So, Josh, how's that feel? Signing the documents there.
I mean,
has that happened yet? Have you had signing day yet?
Not yet. It's going to be either
May 8th.
It's May 8th or the last day of school for us. But I mean, even just committing, it's just like a relief off my shoulders. There's a lot of weight trying to figure out where I'm going to go, and now we're getting later in the season. So I mean, it just took a lot of weight and pressure off my shoulders.
So, for those of you out there, why don't you tell me about what you play? What position you play that got you on this?
I play outfield and pitcher.
Outfield and pitcher. And first, the preseason game I think we had out here, you had an absolute laser dart from outfield to Zach Mitchell.
Oh, yeah.
Tagged him out at home. That was the best play I've seen in a very long time. So I'm like, oh, this kid's got to go somewhere next year. So how'd you do the recruiting? Did coaches help you out? Did you have to do it yourself? A little bit of both?
That one was on my own. I talked a little bit to that coach back and forth on email, and then he asked me to go to a workout, and I don't know, I just had an amazing time there. I played probably some of the best baseball I played all year, and it just felt like home. So I knew then and there that's where I wanted to be.
Oh, man, guys, you used to come to junior colleges in the old days, but that level, there's some really good secret. If you don't know much about sports, that's a really good program.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can get some really good coaching staffs out there. So people are like, oh, you got 4 years. You'll be surprised how much talent you can be up against night after night.
Yeah, junior colleges, and that's not something to sleep on.
No, it really isn't.
They're very good.
So that's fantastic. Well, I'm going to let you, the JV game just finished. I'll let you go. Josh, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Good luck tonight. What are you playing tonight?
I think I'm playing center.
You think? You don't know?
I'm pretty sure.
All right. Well, enjoy Winter Haven.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Josh.
Thank
Take care now.
Thank you.
I'm glad. Sorry, John. I had to get him in real quick. They're about to go warm up. I didn't want to interrupt them.
That's all right. That was great.
Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. All right. I am going to be looking for the softball coaches. Maybe not. It's not too busy. Any of them? No. Don't bother them. Okay. All right. So we're going to take a little walk. We're going to find Coach Fu right now. Sorry about that, John.
All right.
The softball game's going on a little too long. Guys, come on down to Preserve. We've got 2 games for you right now. Ladies softball teams taking on Sarasota. They have a doubleheader. The boys varsity is about to pick up their game up here in about half an hour or so. Got a nice crowd here.
That's a big crowd, isn't it?
It is. All right, good job.
So tell everybody where you're at, Sean.
I'm at the Preserve at Northport High School. I'm sorry. We're on you park in the main football parking lot. You keep walking to your right, and you got us. So, what are you looking for?
We'll give her a little play-by-play. You know,
Yeah.
They got the hot dog stand out there getting ready to set up,
Coach Fu.
and so they'll have another game yet tonight.
All right. Free advertising. We're on a Facebook page right here. Northport Bobcat Blitz. What do we got tonight? What do we got tonight? There we go. Crumpy's hot dogs. All right. Gonna be here all night long as well for both teams. Whenever you're ready. You got time. Just a second. That's a nice crowd, John. John, while we're waiting here, a couple things I'm going to announce here. Let me go on this side of the world. We got state athletes. We're not done with them yet. We got 2 of them. That's right. Boys weightlifting. Josiah Maldonado, Jonathan Williams are both going to be going to state. I don't have the details on where and when that is just yet. There we go. Got a blue and silver game that was announced. It's going to be May 10th. That's a Friday. That's our very fun classical game we've had for a while. Come on, Fu. You want to aim? Oh, yeah, he's over here. We got that as well. Let's see here. Wally Kelvin. Yeah. So come on in, Coach Fu. I think Coach Fu, this is our record. He's been on our show more. He and Belzer, I think, are tied. I'm not sure who's.
There's no way I'm tied with Belzer.
He was on every Friday for a while.
I think he's on there way more than me.
But you got 2 sports. No? So fan of the show, John, we know Coach Fu from track and field, our award-winning, record-setting track and field team. How are things going for you this season so far?
Season's going pretty good. I can't say it's going perfect, but for what we have out here, the kids are doing great. Kids are performing. I'm super proud of the team. Boys team, we finished in the top 10 every single meet this year, and a lot of those like 9th place, 10th place, or meets are 30+ schools. So we're doing well.
Led by your 100-meter man. Let's talk about him. You allowed to brag about him.
The sprint squad, Damian Howard, just incredible. Like I knew he would be capable of breaking the record. Maybe he's only a junior, so I think maybe by his senior year he'll break it. But he broke it this year, and then he smashed it the following week to prove it wasn't a fluke. And our sprint squad is definitely carrying our team right now.
How many more meets do you have to get to districts? That's just coming at the end of the month here.
We're off this week. We well-deserved break, and then next week we have our Sarasota County Championship, and the following week we start our postseason, which is districts.
Where's Sarasota County Championship at?
It's at Booker High School.
At Booker. Okay.
And districts will be at Northport.
So Damien could theoretically shave a little bit each time, or is he gonna hold off for a while and then peak at the districts?
Well, like I said, this week is perfect for him and our team. Just getting a week off and concentrate on a few things to get better. If he drops below 10.6, that's just phenomenal and mind-blowing. I don't think a lot of people understand how fast that is.
John, do you remember when 10.6 used to be Olympics back when we were old people or young people?
Yes.
Remember 10.6? Now look at the high school kids just flying through that nowadays. It's amazing.
Absolutely.
So my whole goal is hope Damon can hold on and maintain or keep improving, and they'll have a shot at going to the state meet, which we haven't had a 100-meter sprinter go to the state meet ever in school history.
Really? Wow. We also have 2 more records. You had the Wally Keller, you had the javelin with Olivia Tyson, and you had the 3,200 meters with Malia Hambrook, and that was her first time at the 2 mile there.
Right. And I wanted to work on her endurance a little bit, so I told her I'm putting you in a 2 mile race just to get her some competitive distance racing, and she agreed. And first time she's there, because she's concentrating on a half mile and mile track.
Yeah.
And first time she's there ran, and she only got 4th, but she stuck with those girls who obviously raced all year.
Right.
She stuck with them, and then just lost by a couple of seconds at the end.
So now you got a decision to make, or she has a decision to make?
No.
That was a one-time only?
That's a one-time only.
Oh, okay.
I told her, you want to do that again to lower the record? And she said, nope, I won't do it again until somebody breaks it.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Is there anybody in the area close to that?
We have a young class of girls coming in that could possibly challenge it, but probably not right away.
Yeah. So her record's safe.
Her record's pretty safe right now.
Trying to keep looking. There's ball, there's baseball, softball flying all over the place. I can't believe no one's got the head knocked out over here. They have them the same night. It's like, so confusing. So Coach Fu, let's talk about, go back to Wally Keller. Wally Keller, if people don't know, athletic director of Charlotte High School, very long time ago. Looks great. I saw him at the Wally Keller basketball tournament doing fantastic. How big a meet was that? That was a pretty
about
important.
25 teams.
Yeah, and you had how many at your meet back?
33.
33, so yours is bigger.
Ours is bigger. Ours was done quicker. And
let's repeat that again, sir. Good job.
It was a long night for me. I didn't leave Punta Gorda till 11:30.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was a long night.
I don't think I've seen you since the Northport Invitational or the Northport Invite.
Yeah, that was a long day for me because I was hosting it. But we got out at 10:15. Get the school kids home, and I actually took a bunch of kids to Gainesville the following morning.
So that's my segue here. So you finished up here in Northport.
Right.
I saw Coach Duque earlier tonight try to get his group up there as soon as he could. Where did you take those kids and why?
We had a couple of kids qualify for the UF relays held in Gainesville on campus at University of Florida, which is a great experience. And we brought Olivia Tyson, Cassie Mendez, our discus thrower, our girls 4x8, and our boys 4x2. And a little story, our 4x2 made it based off, there's not many teams that run the 4x2 in the state of Florida.
Really?
Yeah, so it is a qualifying meet. Not saying our guys didn't deserve to be there because they finished 9th, and that's their top 10 finish, but they broke the school record by a second and a half. So we didn't run our A squad at our Bobcat relays when we ran the 4x2. So I was worried about us even getting in, but we made it. And then we put our A squad together. Those guys ran, like I said, second and a half faster than the old school record.
Wow.
And that school record was held by our current 4x1 record holder. So those were fast guys.
That's pretty impressive.
No slouches that they just.
Because all these years we pretty much equate Northport track and field use the distance, like the 800s. Those are in terms of track wise, not field wise, but track events.
Track wise, yes, it's always mainly been carried for the last few, maybe 5, 6, 7 years by mid distance and distance runners.
And before that, you had some pretty good teams way back when I first started here.
Yeah, we had mid distance. Mid distance has been pretty strong too.
Yeah.
We sprinkle a little, sometimes the hurdlers and sometimes the 400 runners, but mainly it's just been mid distance. But this year it's been just sprinters.
Let's go back to Gainesville for a minute. That's my old alma mater. Now, when back in the old days, it was getting bigger, the relays.
Yeah.
And I remember that event because you'd see for like an entire weekend tents everywhere, high school kids all over the place. Like we just stayed away from the track. It was really a sight to see all these schools coming in.
It's such a great
How many
experience.
schools would you guess was there at some capacity?
It's hard to say because like us, we're only bringing 8.
That's okay. Even if
some
it's
kids, some school might bring just 1 kid. So school representing wise, I was well over 100.
Over 100 schools. And
That's
you said they were
my guess.
You said they're also out of Florida as well. Some of them.
Yes, there was a kid that ran the nation's #1 time in the 400 from Maryland, and he was a sophomore too.
Sophomore did the. Oh my gosh.
And 45 seconds. And it's all
45 seconds.
It's all over the running world right now.
Good Lord. These are like, I'm telling you, back when I was younger, man, those are like college Olympic type speeds, man. That's crazy. Oh, so I bet the kids had a great time.
The kids love it. It was a good experience, and they're great kids, well behaved. I had no issues with them. But just seeing them watch the college kids run and watching the pro runners.
Oh, they had different levels there as well?
Yeah, different levels, yeah. It's not just high school. It's mainly college and high school mixed in.
I see.
But, yeah, for them to be able to sit in the stands and just watch those college athletes.
It's amazing when you're that young and you see the next level. We had the Atlanta Olympics back when I was still in that area. And the Jamaican team, because outside of Atlanta, they're all filled up because all the countries coming in. So they were traveling all the way to UF distances to work out. And these guys had just massive quads back when no one had that. They just did the spread. I'm sitting there going, holy moly. I'm like 19, 20 years old. These are grown men with giant quads. I'm like, holy. For those high school kids to see that, it must have been pretty impressive.
It is. We were commenting, my assistant coach, how big, like the pro hurdlers look.
Right. They're like my size with muscles.
And they're tall, built, and they look like they're just stepping over the hurdles.
Right.
But yeah, it's impressive. Like I said, it was a tough weekend for me because obviously all day Thursday.
Sleep deprivation,
and just a 2-day weekend in Gainesville. It was a long weekend, but I'll do it again just to give those kids that experience because that's the main thing I took away from it is that those kids had such a good time.
Good. I'll let John answer a question on this, and he knows a lot about the college experience as well. He's an Ohio State guy, and they have a very good track and field program up there, I'm sure, as well.
Just a small one. Sorry,
the Ohio. Sorry about the Ohio State.
The Ohio State University. But, hey, Fu, what is where does this season with track and field rate with you in comparable to other seasons? What's this team bring differently than the other teams have?
In my perspective, it just feels like every year we're just so tiny. We're always missing something, and this year feels the same. But like me and Sean were just talking about, it's just a different event now carrying the team. But yeah, it just feels I'm scraping to get athletes like last Wally Geller. We had 0 throwers for the boys team.
Really?
And that's 3 events that we took a goose egg on, and that hurt us.
Were there commitments or scheduling or injuries, illness?
There was an injury on our top thrower, and then our younger thrower didn't make the cut. Charlotte did limits, so they limited to only 32 throwers, so our younger guys didn't get to throw. But that's just odd for like our team to go in and meet just underman, and it's a tough situation. But it's
are you seeing that with other schools in the area?
Our main competition, no, they seem to have a full squad.
Charlotte or Sarasota,
Venice, and Laker Ranch, they seem to have full squads, but it's not about the numbers, it's about the heart. And our kids, they like to compete, and they know that I like for them to hold a trophy at the end of the meet, because I just love that smile on their faces when they're happy and winning. So I think they get that from me a little, the competitive juices, but yeah, just the small number of guys that we have and girls that we have, we are still pretty competitive.
How about the crossover athletes? Are we getting a lot of crossover athletes from football and different sports out there?
Well, I'll tell you what, we had, you probably all know the football running back, Peter Calfat, pretty good player, and he came out for track, and he started promoting it to his teammates.
Oh, good.
And they're like, he said, yeah, they're all asking me how I got fast, and I was like, because of track. And he doesn't contribute on the track team. He's a common JV kid, but just having him out there and being positive and promoting our sport to his teammates helps out a lot. But but unfortunately, a lot of football players don't do track, and I know they want to focus on their training and conditioning for upcoming spring season. But I do wish there were more football players that come out. There's no doubt about that. But for sprinter wise, like Damien is not even a football player; he's a basketball player.
Yeah.
And our number 2, he didn't play any sports, and he's 10-8. So.
Well,
So how are you reaching them? How are you finding these guys? These little diamonds in the rough.
They love track. That's
track. Well, I think, Coach, honestly, from my perspective, it's because the kids know the word's out there. You want to have fun. You want to get in shape. You want to be around a lot of good kids. Come out and do track and field. You've built a really good reputation. I don't think I've ever seen a kid cry or get angry or frustrated. They all support each other. So I think a lot of it's on you guys for building that culture over the last, 10, 15,
21 years.
21 years. I don't want to say it. 21 years. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
So back in the day, we had a lot of football players cross over to do shot put and disc.
Right.
Can you talk about the importance? I'm kind of highlighting this for future football players.
So when Tony Miller took over, we banked on the field events.
Yeah.
We banked on throwers, pole vault, jumpers. One year we went into running finals and first place in the state finals because all our field events, obviously we didn't finish first, so everyone knows about it. But we ended up finishing 5th because we didn't have any runners. But just to build that lead at a state meet just based off of field events, it shows that's what we were doing. That's how we built our program. And yeah, I am a little saddened that we've kind of gone away from that. Like, I wish we had throwers. Our pole vaulters, they will be something to watch next year. Our coach has done a great job with them. Our jumpers are doing great, but we just need all the events to kind of chip in.
Coach, do you think it hurts because the boys weightlifting is the same season?
It does.
You got all your great power in that gym, that brand new weight room. And we got 2 guys going to state, Josiah Maldonado and Jonathan Williams. I bet they could take a shot and knock the thing out of there.
Jonathan used to be a sprinter for us.
Oh, now he's a weightlifter.
Yeah. And,
okay.
But now he found his niche in the weight room, and I saw him today and congratulated him. I'm so happy for him.
Yeah. But I remember, like, all the shot putters in high school, they're all, like, linemen of some degree.
They're all big guys.
Yeah.
But, no, we don't have that right now. And we had, and out there, we had about maybe 4 or 5 football players come out and try to throw the shot and throw the disc. And I don't know if they got bored of it. A lot of them, one of them, he told me, Coach, I want to sprint. I was like, come on, you're like a middle linebacker. You should be throwing. No, but I don't force the athletes to do what they don't want, so it's hard to get guys to want to just go out and throw, and that's it.
It's a tough thing to gather when you don't have the incentive from the athletes to do it.
Pardon?
I said it's a tough thing to get going when you don't have the athletes' incentive to get going.
Right. And right now they're not. And our top thrower is injured. He's done for the year. And
is that Westmoreland?
Yeah.
Oh no.
And if he was out there at practice run, these young kids would have someone to look up to.
And you know, John, Westmoreland was a soccer player, one of their better defenders for many years. So that's a crossover athlete right there. So I'm sorry to hear that.
Just not having him out there, just showing how the guys how to do it, how to carry yourself, that hurts a lot. And that is a tough injury for our team, and possibly could have cost us a chance to win districts.
Wow. It's amazing how one individual on a team.
That's how good he was.
Yeah.
He was good for 16, 14 points a meet. And
gotcha. Got to get him out at least be a cheerleader. Does he come out for that at all?
I haven't spoken to him. I just heard that he's getting surgery at the end of the month. So I know he's probably pretty bummed about that.
Last I spoke with him, he's thinking about doing military. I wasn't sure if that's still in his future. So Westmoreland, if you're hearing me, good luck to everything in your life. I'd like to have a senior show you come on, even though if you're not playing in college, you'd still like to highlight our military guys if they could come on. So, yeah. Johnny, got some more for him?
I at this point I don't, but I'm super stoked that you're having a good season and you have continued to have the positive outlook.
Yeah. And we're coming up to our districts. When's that going to be?
April 25th.
And that's a little bit special because of what timing?
We'll start at noon. Running will start at 4.
So a couple hours earlier than usual.
Yeah, we'll be done around 7 o'clock.
So if you're coming out of work at 5, you should be able to catch the meets that are the late night ones you never get to see.
You'll catch a lot of the races, and like I said, it's district championship. And
how many teams or individuals come out of the districts to the regionals?
We have 9 teams in our districts.
Okay.
And it's an individual. So top 4 from each event move on to regionals. And then they have a pool of at-large bids, which we just find out later. And not too concerned.
So like the first place team, the whole team would go, or just only individual events?
Just only individual.
Oh, I see, the relays. Okay, gotcha. So that's it. And then we're not hosting anything past that. It's just districts.
Nope. Just districts, and we'll go Newsom for regionals, and then University of North Florida for states.
And Coach, how many in a row have we gone to state? We've gone to states for quite a bit these last couple of years with the 4x800s and
the track team since me and Coach Miller took over.
Have you always had something at state?
We've always had.
That's what I
first
thought.
at state every year.
Wow, that's an amazing record right there. I think that's the best. Look at weightlifting and all. I think you were the only team. Oh, wrestlers had state pretty much every year.
Pretty much at state every year.
So can't get better than that. 21 years in a row, somehow going to states with some representation. Yeah.
And I'm hoping we can get like a handful of kids. We know we have the locks. We have the Malia handbrakes and like Olivia Tyson, Cassie Mendez should be locks. But yeah, I would love for our 4x1 to get boys 4x1 to get in there, Damien to sneak in there. So I would love to get some sprinters to, like I said, they made the biggest jump this year. They had a great time at Gainesville. They're the only boys that qualified for Gainesville, and I just want them to have a taste of qualifying for state meet, so that can jumpstart them for next year too, because they are young. We lose one senior and that's it.
Oh wow!
On the sprint squad, yeah.
Oh, did you hear that, John? Next year, the only one senior loss on the sprint team.
Wow. Is that going to set you up for success next year?
Pardon?
Is that going to set you up for success next year?
Oh, like I said, if we can get throwers, we have our jumpers. They're improving. They're going to be really good next year. Our pole vaulters, like I said, they're going to be a show. They're going to be great fun to watch because they just get better every week. High jumping, we might need more high jumpers. We're looking for athletes to do that. A lot of kids are scared of that bar for some reason. And then throwers. We need more throwers. We need big kids to come and throw for us. If we can get all that and I get the distance program back on track, we should be good again next year.
Yeah. So that's everybody out there watching, parents, help us out. We need to find some big people to want to throw that disc. It's pretty cool.
And I did see my son did run track for Woodland this year, so I get to watch their practices and meets. And they did have 3 pretty good throwers. I know they throw a little lighter disc, but
that's awesome.
Coach Wales over there, he does a good job, and Coach Rossetti does a good job with her team. So we might have some athletes coming too, but they're going to be young, but who knows?
That's awesome. Did you guys consider my recommendation of doing a javelin fundraiser for the adults? We to throw a couple times.
I haven't thought about it yet, but
come on, man.
Something we can work on at the end of the season.
You can put like tennis balls on the end of them so we don't kill some poor kid or something. So I'd love to throw that. I'd like to throw a shot put that's not like 8 pounds or what are they?
I don't know the exact
how many kilos there. I did it one time. I did it one time. I felt my shoulders go came right out.
I was actually trying to show Zeke Baez, our running back.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to show him how to show shot at the meet.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a JV meet, but I just tried to show him how to do it. And I was like, man, this is harder than I thought.
It's like right there. If you do anything outside, the arm just pops right out.
I told him keep tight.
Oh my goodness. Well, John, I think I'll let Coach Fu go. He's the administrator tonight. He's covering tennis, which looks like it's over. Doubleheader softball, doubleheader baseball. You got a long night, Coach. That's a lot for you, man. And he's got to teach tomorrow. Oh, by the way, I'm hearing rumor out there, John. Coach Fu has got incredible art skills that he won't tell anybody about.
John knows about it.
Oh, he does?
Oh no, he's top notch when it comes to that.
I want to see some of his work.
Oh, he's amazing.
My daughter ratted you out. He told me, she's like, oh, man, he's got really good art. You got to see his artwork. So,
oh yeah,
do like a show or something. So, all right, well, Coach, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Well, John, we had a little early episode. I couldn't get the softball coach out here. We will be going to Narramar Fields next Tuesday to show the little Miss Northport Youth Softball, fast pitch softball. The week after that, we'll come back to Beef O'Brady's. We're going to have Little League Baseball there. And then we'll have one more goodbye show in May for the Northport Youth Basketball. The rest will be at Beef O'Brady's. So I think we covered every youth team out there. So parents, if you're listening to me, if I didn't cover your program, let me know. I'll try to catch you real quick before we get out at the end of May. We're going to say goodbye when the kids say goodbye. So we're wrapping it up pretty quickly. John, I can't believe we have, 6-7 weeks left of the report card?
And year one will be done.
And we made it past the first month. That's the first shocking news. I thought it wasn't going to make it past the month. So I want to thank all the viewers. We're about to hit 600 subscribers on this page.
Absolutely.
I remember it was like 25 or 40, like around that area for the longest time. So we want to thank everybody. Guys, don't forget, right now, as we're speaking, all the way till noon tomorrow, the Day of Giving Challenge. You can go on our website. There's a good couple links there. They will match your donation up to $100 per email address if you want to do a corporate donation. All that money goes to Northport, the youth at the Athletic Booster Club. And there's a nice little video they did today. You see Mr. Cawthorn on there, and I posted that on our website as well. What a great opportunity. I know you're getting hit up with everybody else. I know the orchestra had one. I think I saw Northport the conservation group. So there's a lot of Northport stuff going on right now. But if you get a chance, really could use that money for the athletic boosters. And we need members. We need members. You saw earlier that we had Miss Beachy on, how enthusiastic she was as a parent booster. Even if you're not a parent, my kid don't play sports here. John's kids don't play sports here anymore. We really could it's fun to come out here. I get the best seat in the house. You can just see the positive energy. You saw Josh earlier, how happy he is. He's going to college, play baseball next year. So there's a lot of reasons to come out here and volunteer. Sitting at home all day watching TV, that gets boring after a while. Come on out to Northport High School. A lot of great sports going on. We got state athletes. You got Coach Fu, 21 years in a row, taking his athletes to the state level. A lot of good stuff to see here, John. And I just can't tell you enough how much I like helping out this team. And I really would like to see more parents come out and help out. I know you say the same thing every time, too.
Yep. We gotta get the support. We gotta share the videos. We've got to build our viewership. Just like the sports has to build their support, and each and every one of them individually as a sport has to do that. So come on out and enjoy yourself. Even if you're just coming out as a fan, buy some hot dogs, be part of the whole program.
Exactly. Oh, real quick, May 1st, we're hearing the official thing. They're going to have they call it inaugural. I thought they had one years ago. They're going to have the seniors sports awards show at the PAC Center. I don't know. I think it's a 7 p.m. start on that. It's May 1st. That's a Wednesday. That's 2 Wednesdays from now. There's a couple things I forgot to mention on the baseball real quick. I apologize. They rescheduled the Little League night. It had gotten rained out. It's going to be on April 19th, which is the day after the rescheduled Lehigh game, which is April 18th. They got back-to-back on that. So make a note of that. April 18th will be the Lehigh game rescheduled, and April 19th will be the Little League night. You'll love this, John. The Lehigh game got rescheduled because they didn't have enough officials for that game. So it wasn't the weather. There's not enough. Even the volunteers, they get paid too. There's not enough referees apparently for the whole state of Florida. So we had to reschedule that for the 18th. And then again, don't forget blue and silver will be the 10th. So a lot of things still going on. Everybody feels like the end of the year is here. There's still a lot going on. In fact, we will not stop having athletics here until the 26th, I believe. It's the 24th. There's a Friday spring game. That's a real game for the varsity team. So there's the 10th, which is the blue and silver. Nothing on the 17th, the 24th, excuse me, the 24th of May. So we're not done yet. It feels like we're done, but we're not done yet. So, all right, John, I'm announcing the baseball game. I need to get ready, get my lineups ready to go. Little abbreviated edition today. We do apologize for that. I will see you next week, John. I'll be at Naramar Fields. You have a wonderful week.
You do the same.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Thanks for being part of the show. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, sir.
Bye.